All right, so for arms and sleeves. So I'm going to show you again just in case. So you get these blocks from me. And what you want to do is you're going to roll it out using these sticks and your roller. But you want to flip it just like we did with our Play-Doh because you don't want it to get skinny one way. You want it to kind of be leveled. So I'm doing this. And what I want to do after this point is I want to create the biggest triangle I can out of this. Most likely I'm not going to need the whole thing, but I want to create the biggest triangle that I can. So I'm just going to take it and eyeball it. So I've got these scraps. These actually turn out to be really good for the arms and hands. So while I've got my clay, let's go ahead and roll that. Remember, finger length. The trick is to make them about the same width. Length doesn't matter, so thickness does, because I can always trim them down and make them fit. And then just like before, we want to kind of work on our hands. Where are our thumbs, right? So if this is the palm side, where's that thumb, right? Thumbs are on the outside. Kind of shape them. You have to decide, do you want independent fingers? Do you want a mitten kind of hand? Fingers, fingernails, hair? Think about any of those kinds of details now before you put it together. So for this particular case, I need my fingers to be independent. So I guess I'll do the left hand first. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not worried that I'm not going to have the traditional 5 fingers for a human. I'm just going to take what I have and deal with it. Kind of create some fingernails while I can. Maybe make it a little pointy. So just remember when you're dealing with fingers, how intricate it gets, how they easily break. So I'm only going to show you one. So I'm going to take this, put this off to the side, kind of clean this up a little bit. All right, so now back to this. So I need to slip this pretty good. You can slip the whole thing. I do need to score it. And then I need to consider like a handshake. I'm going to push this as flat as I can. I should have done that before, but I'm really just back there. I'm going to just really make sure this arm is connected. And then like, how do I have it? So I'm going to twist it a little bit. Spread it out, and then I'm going to pinch it like that empanada. Bend my arm because I want it to have a slight bend. You can see how I'm kind of creating it. This is going to be that shoulder area, so I'm building that up. All right, so then I'm going to slip the whole inside of my arm because I don't know where it's going to wind up. You can see I do have air pockets back here, so I'm going to have to think about that later. And then I'm going to scratch and score this real quick. And then I'll bring in my clay piece. Where does it go? So I'm going to slip this really good where it's going to go. Score it just slightly. Don't want to tear up my rope too much, so definitely just scoring where I'm going to put it. And then apply and press. And then I kind of mold this so that way I'll let you guys see it. I really want to bend it so it becomes one piece. That's what it looks like from the front. Now, air pockets. It's inevitable I have some because of the way I built it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in from the bottom where you don't see anything, and I'm going to relieve air gaps from the very bottom. So that way the air can get out, but at the same time, it's not in an area that is extremely noticeable. Now that one might be, so I can take that one back. But I'm just trying to make sure that I'm putting them in spots that can't really see. And there's arm one. And that's how you do it.